What's going on, guys? Rob A here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Power of the Primes Voyager class Grimlock. Now, what are we going to do about this guy? Grimlock, as some of you may already know, is my very favorite Transformer character of all time. And, I mean, this looks at first glance like a perfectly good Grimlock figure, and I'm hoping that it turns out to be just that. He's very Grimlocky looking. He's very old-fashioned, old-school, if I may. He's got some nice tampos on his chest here. He's got some nice paintwork. And he does have some stickers, which I'm not too thrilled about, but hopefully the paintwork will make up for the stickers, and it'll all, balance out in the end. So he comes with a Prime logo or emblem of some Dinobot Dinobot Enigma is what it's called. Interesting. He also has Prime armor in the form of these two pieces here, and those form onto his legs or arms or what have you as like armor pieces, and then will eventually become the combiner mode feet, because you can combine all the Dinobots together. And now it says up here, how will the legendary Dinobot leader wield the power of the Prime? So you get to choose whatever Prime you want over here and hook this guy up with some super Prime powers, and that makes him, powerful or something. So anyway, this is a Dino mode, which looks interesting. Do not like these little toes. We'll, I'm sure, get into that later. And I'm a little concerned about what's going on back here. And we'll talk about that later as well. But so far, the robot mode looks totally fine, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy opened up, and we're going to check him out in hand right now. Okay, guys, so here we have Voyager Grimlock all set and ready, and let's just take a look. He's got a pretty nice looking Grimlock head right off the bat. You can see nice, well, it's a sticker. I'm not overly fond of that idea, but he does have a sticker there. Head can go up and down, decent range. Mouth can open quite a bit, very wide range on that mouth, and you can even put a Prime Master in his mouth there. He's got a little slot there that you can just put that guy right in and just have him walk around like carrying a Prime Master in his mouth if that's what you really want to do. Can't get his mouth shut with that guy in there, but you can attach it if that's your wish. Now, removing it, there we go, is a whole separate issue. Alright, so the head can go up and down, and he's got some little ball jointed arms that have a fair range of motion. I mean, it's a ball joint. You can move it around a decent amount there. The legs are very wide apart, and it's a little strange. This is what he looks like from the back, by the way. He does have another little slot here, and what looks like it might be meant to be kind of a seat here. We'll take a quick look here. I didn't actually check this out yet, but yeah, you can seat a Prime Master on the back of his neck if that's what you're looking to do as well. So you got that going on. He also has a spot down here, two little tabs. You could stand a Prime Master, little tabs down on his tail. You can stand a Prime Master. So lots of options going on there. But again, his legs, first of all, this leg is a little loosey-goosey. It is ratcheted, but it's just loose between those ratchet clicks. So, just something to bear in mind. And his hips are very wide. His midsection is very wide, and his tail is very wide. And you can kind of see what we got going on here. A little bit of disjointed dinosaurness down at the base here. And the instructions tell you to bend it up like this, and I guess that might help it a little bit, but I think it mostly just looks silly no matter how you hack it. And it does have this big lump down at the bottom here for the feet that I think could have been done a different way, but That's just me. So anyway, he's got the arm rotation. Again, I showed off the ratcheting in the legs. You can get that going on. He's got a swivel here. He's got a bend there. He's got a bend there as well. So you can get all kinds of different poses out of his leg, should you so desire. I don't know exactly how his dino legs are supposed to look, but I guess maybe like that. Seems to be the natural way they want to bend. But man, that's a big lump in the back of his leg. And these toes are just ridiculously small for the look of this figure. Yeah, that looks absolutely ridiculous. I'm just gonna straighten this out. Yeah, so the Dino mode is not super strong, to be honest. It doesn't look bad in some poses, but when you look at it from pretty much any angle other than those poses, it looks pretty ridiculous. So he does come with this Prime armor, and you can plug this onto the legs if you want to, as whatever. I don't really know exactly what you would do with that. You could even plug it in like this, I guess, and have them like sweep dudes or something. I don't know. Let's take a quick look at his collector card before we transform him. I got the Solus Prime Grimlock. So there's the very nice image of Grimlock there. And it says demolishes enemies with a spark breaker battering ram. There you go. You got that going on. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get this guy transformed. And he is a Grimlock, so he transforms pretty much like a Grimlock. This whole section back here is for his combined mode head, which I'm not going to show off the combined mode right now because I don't have all of the parts, but I'll show you just really quickly these pieces, because this red piece actually on my copy was just floating loose in the box when I opened this guy up. So it took me a few minutes to actually figure out where it went and what it was for. So that's that's a thing. So that's his combined mode head. So I mean, that's pretty neat looking. I like that head overall. We'll see how it actually translates once it's all said and done, but we'll just pop that back together for now. So, alright, moving right along. Let's get this guy transformed. So first thing we want to do is lift up the Dino head, and that's going to go back, and then this slot is going to peg onto that tab there. And there, you're done. That's pretty great, actually. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and open these up here. And you want to just move these Dino arms out of the way, because just the way this guy transforms, you want to kind of make these as small as possible, because you need the room to actually move those back. So now we're going to go ahead and take these sections and split them and bring them up and over. And you can see a tab here and a slot here, and you want to get those together. And then the same on the other side. Tab and then slot, and then it all just pegs together. And then the waist has these little tabs here, and you want to try and get them into these slots that are up on, right, these slots here. You want those all connected. And that can be kind of a pain. I mean, it's easy to get them in there, but they're not secure. They don't stay very well at all, so that can be kind of a pain in the butt. But there you have it. And now we just bring his legs down here. I'm going to split his legs apart, and then flip the tail pieces up, and just peg those in like that. And now just bring the arms down, straighten the arms out, and then bring out the hands, which are pretty cool. He's got like knuckle duster spike knuckles on there, which is pretty neat, but yeah. Alright, there we go. Okie dokie. And it's falling apart again. Okay. And there we have Grimlock in robot mode. And, I mean, you know, at first glance, he looks like a pretty cool Grimlock. I mean, he's got all the things you want, more or less, in a Grimlock. He looks Grimlocky. He's got a nice ball-jointed head, which is definitely based on the Masterpiece version of Grimlock here. He's got shoulders that go out. He does not have ratcheted out to the sides like Starscream does, which is a little weird. But they are ratcheted around, like that. So you got that going on. He's got the swivel. He's got a double hinge elbow, which is pretty nice. Fist can go in a little bit, you know, or whatever you want to do with those. He does have a waist swivel, which is nice, because I don't believe Starscream does. Legs are on... Oh, yeah, come on. The legs do go out to the sides on very... I mean, they're soft ratchets, but they're very solid soft ratchets. I have no fear that they're going to hold up the legs, because the legs don't weigh anything. And out to the front and back as well. And then you get a nice knee bend with that as well, and the leg swivel, of course. So that is pretty much his articulation. He does come with some accessories that we will check out right now. Okay, so first of all, he does come with the Dinobot Enigma accessory, which is just this little, like, kind of fake Prime Master, and you can plug that into his Prime armor pieces to, I guess, power him up, in which case you would... Oops, come on. There you go. In which case you plug these onto his arms, his forearms here, and that gives him big, like, you know, punchy... It gives him Hulk hands, basically. So that's pretty neat. I'm sure you can probably attach the Prime armor in other ways, but yeah, I haven't really gone through it all yet. But there are several attachment points for these, because I guess to combine these with the actual full combined mode, you're going to take two of the fist pieces from the deluxe figures and stick them on the back here as like heel spurs, essentially. You have the connector points back here, connector point here, you get a connector point back here, as well as this 5mm port here. So you got some options. You can see obviously the connector pieces here for the combined mode. Again, I'm not going to show off the combined mode in this video until the other Dinobots have been released. So yeah. So you got that going on. And overall, I'm disappointed. Just straight up, I am disappointed in this figure. Even more so than Starscream, I would say. This guy just does not... He doesn't stay together in robot mode, like, very well at all. Just with gentle posing, you're going to pop the waist apart, and chances are you're going to pop the chest apart as well. You're going to make sure that that's, like, plugged together properly. And yeah, I mean, just the quality of the plastic in some of these pieces, especially the chest area, and pretty much all of the clear pieces and the gold, just feel super cheap, super flimsy. I'm not a huge fan of this shoulder socket either, but that's, I mean, that's kind of here nor there. But overall, I'm just pretty disappointed in this figure. I do like how he looks in robot mode. I think it's a pretty nice looking Grimlock figure, but it just feels cheap to me. It really does. The stickers I don't like, for the same reason I didn't like stickers on the original Transformers. They just don't stay on. I'm very thankful that this is actually tampoed on his chest. Otherwise, I'd be, you know, really annoyed, because this would probably be a sticker that would just fall right off. So overall, I don't like the Power of the Prime's Voyager class figures, and will probably result in me maybe even skipping the leader class. I do like the Prime Masters. I think those are fun little figures, and I have been very pleased with the Deluxe and Legends class figures thus far, but These Voyager class figures just are not doing anything for me other than making me regret spending $30 on them. So, I mean, it's a shame. It really is a shame. And you guys may have a completely different opinion of that, and that is fine. But as for me, I don't know that I'll be picking up any more Power of the Primes Voyager figures from this point on, because quite frankly, I just don't want to spend the money on them. So yeah, that's going to do it for this review, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. It does help me out. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll have more stuff coming soon, so stick around. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.